I have been recently working on a very interesting challenge that one logistic company faces in terms of bringing AI to their processes. Complexity of logistic processes can be very high, and it's usually very high because companies that carrying goods from point A to Z are usually, they need to conduct a lot of processes to make this happen. From our perspective, is just getting your package, receiving your products or food or anything else you order. From the logistic perspective, that's a very complex operation. One of the company I am working with faced the challenge of solving that problem and picking up which parts of the processes or which sections of the processes should be AI driven. I'm always advocating for the approach that ask this question: what things we can actually make AI driven that have the highest impact on the process? Writing an email with generative AI engine, it's very easy today. It's just simply copying an email and pasting that to the AI engine. But writing nicer, shorter, lengthened email can be just a nice to have thing. It's hardly ever changing a bottom line unless it's an offer or proposal. But except for this, rewriting emails can actually improve not so many important elements from the loss and profit or balance sheet perspective. So how to pick up those processes or part of processes or activities in the processes that are actually, if AI driven, changing a bottom line. First of all, we need to create a criteria. Which activity in the process is actually meeting the criteria of being better if AI is introduced? That's the very responsible approach. When we create the criteria which select those part of the processes that should be improved from those that are not necessarily waiting for improvement, that's a first step. Second, make sure we understand what in the specific activity and the process needs to be improved. For instance, calling the agency that is responsible for putting taxes on moving goods can be recorded, transcribed, and made to follow up steps. That's a great example of how we remove a human factor which can influence the delay, errors, and other things. So with this kind of approach, we need to go through all the processes maps and cut out those activities and processes that can be considered to be AI driven. As you can see, I'm very careful to say that AI is a solution for everything. That always depends on the problem and an issue.